Teddy back for another one, y'all. I'm just testing out this mic, and also I had a little something on my mind I wanted to talk about. You know, I'm just thinking about the state of people right now. It's weird, man. I mean, I'm a '70s baby. I never seen this type of crazy stuff. People wanting to be a whole nother gender, and people just all emotionally charged up off of very little information. Nobody does really too much in-depth research before they just start standing for stuff and just putting themselves on the line. You know why? Because your emotions will have you in a trick. That's why I tell people. I said, somebody said something to me about one of the shows I done, and they was like, "Why you always say, you don't care about nobody's feelings? That's not nice." Okay, but guess what? That might not be nice to say, but the results of being in your feelings are even worse. Because look at what's going on right now with people out here. People are being led around by their feelings and their emotions. Nothing really substantial, just all your feelings and all your emotions mean everything. Logic and reason is out the door. We have no room for any type of logic anymore. Everything is just your feelings. And that's not a good way to be. You're going to find yourself in a trick bag. See, this is why I say that the single mother experiment was a failure. Because now we have a whole generations of people now are caught up in their emotions, and nobody is even hearing real information anymore. Everybody is so caught up on how something make them feel. And that's dangerous because feelings are fleeting. I mean, you can feel like you got to pee while you're driving and you get home and you don't even have to use the bathroom. Feelings aren't good. You need to base your mindset on something more than just your feelings, because your feelings change. And I've had certain people, they were cool at first, and then when they see my channel, see how I was talking, they was like, ah. But that's good, though. I want you to back off and stay off, because I don't need weak people around me. Weak people is the reason why things are going in the way they are now. People are led around by their feelings and their emotions, and people getting killed behind it. Look at these people in Minnesota that put themselves on the line, and for what? Now, this woman child has no mother, and no amount of "I'm sorry" can replace that. I mean, you have to think before you do. And this guy here, they wanted to make a hero or whatever. I'm not trying to demonize nobody, but tell the truth. Don't try to juice it up because the person don't fit your narrative. Okay, this man was a nurse at one point in time, but this guy quit his job months before. His parents even said that. They gave the statement. I'm not making this up. His parents said it. Okay, so if you want to bash somebody, bash his parents. Don't bash me. I'm just dropping facts. Now, his parents said that he quit his job like 4 months and joined some crazy Antifa group and was out here chasing up the ICE, and they told him before. His father, the last words his father said to him was, don't go out and do something stupid. And he did something stupid. And now we see what happened as a result of that. Charge it to the game. That's all I can say. But as far as being charged up off your feelings, okay, we know everybody got feelings, but you don't need to be sitting up here making your feelings your main source of information, your main thing that drives you in life, because you're going to lose. You're going to lose out here. And this has been carefully planned. This ain't nothing that just popped up out the blue. This has been carefully planned. They put the women in charge, had the women raise all of them, have them raise the boys. Now the boys sound just like their mama, but with a different anatomy. If you take the base away, I move my arm around y'all because I'm driving. You take the base away and close your eyes, and it sounds like a woman talking. And it's so deeply ingrained that they don't even understand how much they sound like a woman. A lot of these guys sound just like their mama, and they don't even realize it. A lot of them think it's a badge of honor. I sound like my mom. No, that's not a flex, bro. That's not a flex. You sound like your mother. It's not a flex, Playboy. It's not, okay? And that's the problem right now. We need men out here that's going... First of all, we need to just stop dealing with these women who believe in all this foolishness. Don't procreate with them. Don't leave your seed with them. Don't let them raise your children, man, because they're going to turn your kids into something that you're not going to even recognize after a while. Women are just flim-flamming and they just go along with whatever, man. That's why they systematically, methodically move the man out, because they know the man bring logic and order. The woman, you can feed her some feel-good stuff and you can make her feel wonderful about herself and she'll go along with anything. The man gonna sit there and be like, man, what's really going on? And we're gonna think through it. We're not gonna just take it at face value. We're gonna think through it. We're gonna hit it from a logical lens. We're gonna hit it from an illogical lens. We're gonna hit it from whatever lens until it makes sense to us. And when stuff don't add up, I start subtracting, okay? So the process don't end until I fully understand what's going on. And if adding up don't give a logical solution, then we're gonna start subtracting, dividing, multiplying. We're gonna do whatever we need to do to come to the logical solution that's right for the situation. Now, these feelings, you want to get upset because I don't care about somebody's feelings? I don't. I really, really don't. And it's not because I'm not a compassionate person. Because I look at situations, I don't look at somebody's feelings, because people use emotions and feelings to manipulate you and gaslight you into doing what they want you to do and what they want you to believe. Trust me when I tell you, it's all about control on every aspect. Why do you think that the Democrats keep you all amped up and emotional on everything? Because they know that long as you in your feelings, you're not thinking. You're not thinking when you're in your feelings. You just going along, and then you already go along with it. You might have made it traditional. Your family have made it traditional, but what you have to understand is some things change. Everything don't stay the same. This same Democrat Party that your grandmama and grandfather and mama and everybody talk you into joining, it's not the same party. It's not the same base. This Democrat Party is way different than what my grandfather was a Democrat. Okay, when he was living, and I used to observe this stuff from a distance when I was a kid, but didn't really understand what it was really going on with it and what it really was. I saw it from a different lens. Now I'm older and got more information and really researched it. We should never been a Democrat in the first place. Democrat has never been culturally ours. And if you do your research and you get out your feelings and you stop sounding like a 5-year-old and just following what somebody tell you to do and open up a book and do some research, you will see that the Democrat Party has never been our party. That party has been a terror towards our type of people, man. A terror. They started the KKK, Jim Crow. They voted against every legislation for to give anything to anybody other than who they thought was acceptable to get it. Okay? They just happened to base off of skin color. Okay? But people don't understand that the Republican Party was started after the Civil War by black people. That's our party. That is not the party of who you call Orange Man. And I'm gonna tell you something. Anytime you hear somebody say Orange Man bad, get away from them, man. Get away from them. They low IQ, man, low vibrational. Because that's not even an intelligent response to anything. Orange Man bad. What is that? I mean, this ain't for taking it for Trump. This is just like logical common sense. What the hell is Orange Man bad? That's something a child would say. I don't need no childish people around me that's illogical, that makes no sense. And every move is motivated by baseless emotions. I can't do it. So I'm good. I love it because I'm good by myself. I love being by myself. That's where you find the most peace. But I'm where I need to be. That was a short video. I was just trying to have a little something in my mind. And, the whole point of the video is, man, get out your feelings. Get out your feelings. Your feelings gonna have you in a bad place in life. Think logical. The emotions go from lead from, and you're being used. You're being used for your resources. You're being used for your numbers. At the end of the day, you get thrown away like a red plastic cup at a cookout. You're used for it to cook out. After you leave a cookout, they ain't got no use for you. They got cups at home. They got permanent cups. They got foundational cups in their house. You're just something that they use when they're out in the street. And that's how much you mean to them. So why don't you do yourself a wake up, do yourself a favor, and get some real research in your head. You'd be surprised what you find out if you just step off the plantation long enough and get some information. Seem like some things never change. Back then, you got beat for learning how to read, and now you still getting beat. You then got beat so bad that now you don't even want to read. Teddy Mac out.